show is about a king who was betrayed by his wife, and he seems to think that all women are the same, so he decides not to go down that road again, and he'll have lots of different wives, and after he's had his first night with them, he has them executed, and I'm one of the executioners.
1001 Nights is actually a very dark tale, and we don't think that really suited what we were aiming for. So we've made it a lot lighter, and we've put a little bit of comedy in there as well.
It's the story of 1001 Nights and Scheherazad's ruse to be able to avoid execution by the Sultan. With it incorporated is what we are very naughtily calling the 1001st story, which in fact was added later, but we're putting in the story of Aladdin for a little added Eastern magic, Middle Eastern magic I should say. Graham and I had a little meeting at the mairie to talk about something completely different related to Fun Theatre, and I came up with this idea of doing a gentle little afternoon of poetry and dance. The idea being we just intersperse some dances with some lovely poems by Middle Eastern poets. I was thinking of poets like Rumi, perhaps an Omar Khayyam. But then, of course, Graham ran with the idea.
Then the idea started to grow, and we realised that we could actually have a full story of 1001 Nights and a full team of actors. So we've ended up with 20 odd characters plus the dancers, and we've made it a bigger show, and it's now a full play with a lot of dancing in it.
And it became this massive mini pantomime. So it literally was the tiniest nugget of an idea for a nice, lazy, little, gentle afternoon. And now we have this superb show, which is fantastic, and I am grateful for Graham's intervention.
C'est Maja, elle est numéro 3000. La mort de cette épouse vous est confiée, comme d'habitude.
Well, initially, when we got all of our members together and to see who would be interested in taking part, we were thinking maybe half a dozen or 8 people would want to take part, but it was over 20. So the first challenge was putting a script together that utilised the skills of all those 20 people. Since then, it's been the normal sort of challenges associated with rehearsing something over a period and getting it together, and getting people to understand the performance space, because we've done this completely differently. Normally we perform on the stage, so the audience sits out the front, we're on the stage, everyone knows the shape of that stage. This time we said, no, we want to do it in the semi-round, in a sort of a semicircle type layout for the audience on the floor. And that meant that no one who we were working with, apart from us, understood that. So that was one of the challenges, was getting to people to understand the performance space.
Also, it's my Oriental dance pupils who are dancing in this. So I've done the choreography and I've been rehearsing the dancers. And then, on top of that, I had the great surprise that Graham decided that I should play Scheherazade. I have 4 roles really, but it's been an interesting journey. And I have to say I'm grateful that we're there today, but every single piece of it has been a joy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. the fact that there were 4 hats to wear at least, and the fact that obviously there have been a lot of rehearsals because of that, because I've been rehearsing the different aspects of it. And also the idea that I had to expand my thoughts on what this show was going to become. When I saw the script, I realised that directing this was a much, much bigger challenge than I'd ever expected. Again, not something that I would have done any differently.
Le spectacle parle d'un sultan qui a été trompé par sa femme et qui décide de se venger en prenant une femme toutes les nuits et les faire exécuter le matin. Sauf que ça dure pendant 1000 nuits, 3000 nuits, et puis à un moment donné, il y a une personne qui se présente, qui s'appelle Scheherazade, et qui tombe amoureux. Et Scheherazade a un truc, c'est qu'elle lui raconte un bout d'histoire, et à la fin de la nuit, elle s'en va, et ça dure comme ça pendant 1001 nuits. Enfin, ça dure très 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 longtemps. Ça permet de voir avec d'autres gens, de rentrer dans une histoire qui est très intéressante. Et puis, je pense que il y a les danses, c'est un tout. C'est un tout, ce qui fait que ça marche bien, je trouve.
Well, I'm excited because this is my first show anyway. But an opportunity to be somebody other than who I am 5-7 days of the week. And I'm just enjoying the whole thing.
Messieurs, s'il vous plaît, je vous en prie, je suis qu'une pauvre fille de banlieue.
Alors le spectacle 1001 nuits parle de l'histoire de Scheherazade, la ruse de Scheherazade pour éviter de mourir. Donc elle raconte une histoire tous les jours, donc c'est une ruse et à la fin, à vous de découvrir la surprise. Alors moi je suis Madja. Donc Madja, c'est la 3000e femme du sultan.
Oh, messieurs, s'il vous plaît.
Alors, ce qui me plaît beaucoup dans ce spectacle, c'est la diversité du spectacle où on va retrouver du théâtre. Nous allons retrouver également de la danse, des narrateurs, des poètes. C'est vraiment magnifique. Et ça, grâce à Graham et au Fun Théâtre.
More worth commanded than...
Well, I think the overall show is about the stories of Scheherazade, but our little part of that is to tell the story of Aladdin, which they're kind of incorporating as her 1001 story, and it's told as a poem in Old English.
Aladdin next, by chance descried.
I played Malik, and I'm describing what's happening to the various characters. Don't want to give too much away.
Street, bring me food. The genie.
Yes, and I play Yara, who's another one of the poets, and she is very excited about Aladdin and all his wondrous pursuits.
And I'm the third poet, who's called Ardab, and again telling the wonderful sights that Aladdin sees as he discovers the lamp.
Brilliant light.
For me, I love the variety. We've got the dancing, we've got the acting, and we've got the poetry, which is a lovely mixture, which I think the audience is going to enjoy very much.
Kate summed that up. This is a bit different, this show, than what we do normally, and certainly way different than a pantomime. So we're all finding it very exciting. And of course, the collaboration with Goron Dance is great. Really good idea.
Yeah, the dancing's superb.
And the sound, by the way, the music is evocative. It's very good.
Je suis une des 3 narratrices, donc nous expliquons les choses, nous présentons les personnages. Alors, participer au spectacle avec Fun Théâtre, c'est pouvoir rencontrer plein de personnes très différentes, faire des rôles très variés, et puis ce qui est intéressant, c'est l'esprit d'équipe, le partage tous ensemble pour faire le plus beau spectacle possible.